together.
So Lulu and Logan are one of my favorite couples on General Hospital. They have such a rich history because Lulu is the daughter of super couple Luke and Laura, and Logan is the son of Scotty Baldwin, and their parents have this crazy incendiary history that's very well known to GH fans. Let's talk about what's ahead for Lulu and Logan.
Well, I'm going to recap what that history is because it's really interesting. Sometimes when we talk to viewers, they actually, miss the day or two where we set up who these people are. So we know that, Lulu is the daughter of the famous Luke and Laura, the girl who looks like her mother and acts like her father. Mm-hmm. And Logan is the illegitimate son of Scotty Baldwin. So just to add like another piece of information, Scotty was married to Laura and stolen away by Luke. Mm-hmm. And that is the family dynamic. The fathers hate each other, Scott's. Mm-hmm. And Scotty still pines for, Lulu's mother. So to make it even more complicated, he's not really so accepting of Logan. He has no real interest in this kid being his son. And let's be honest, he's way too much like Scotty to really be embraceable and huggable by a dad. And to layer a little more on, Maxie, who's always starting to stir things up, did sort of a liaison danger rose kind of thing. You go sleep with Lulu and I'll sleep with you. And what we'll see, obviously, is that Logan and Lulu will sleep together. And for the first time since she had the abortion, since she cared about Dylan, since she went through that, she's actually opening up to a guy. Mm-hmm. And it's going to really hurt her when, Logan does sleep with Maxie and when she finds out. And so, what we're going to be dealing with is that rollout, is that idea of betrayal. And can Lulu embrace this guy, or, will Lulu, in reaction to that, go to another guy altogether, maybe one who's not even on the canvas? Mm-hmm. And that's sort of what we're going to try and dig into. But I believe, because of the chemistry of the actors, because of the history of the parents, that Lulu and Logan are going to be a long-term couple that you're going to see go through a lot of, up and down roller coaster kind of stuff as a couple, but in the long haul really have the opportunity to be very, very special and very, very big on General Hospital.
Well, they definitely have super couple potential, not only because of the history of the parents, Luke, Laura, and Scotty, but because the casting is absolutely brilliant. Mark Teschner, I bow before him.
Often.
He's awesome because, he found Julie Marie Berman, who looks just like Jeannie Francis. You would really believe they were mother and daughter in real life. And then you look at Josh Duhan, who looks just like Ken Schreiner, who plays Scotty. It's amazing, uncanny.
It is. And not only do they have that, sort of familial resemblance, but they have the familial acting gift. Mm. I mean, you really can put them in scenes with their parents, and they hold their own. They're young performers, they're early 20s, but they are right there. And when they're together, they just glow. And, that's really an exciting thing for the producers and for the writers and, for all of us at the network.
Yeah, that chemistry between Lulu and Logan is really lightning in a bottle, and you don't get that all the time. And to have all of these elements together at one time is just great.
Yeah, and here, too, we have, young characters that have very strong roots within the history of the show, stand alone for young people just tuning in, but also work for the people who've been watching the show for 20 years. Mm-hmm. And it's one of the things that I think only soap opera can do. To actually put up a story where after 20 years of watching the parents, the kids are now of age. And it's not that you've told them their parents hated each other in Act 1, Scene 3 of Romeo and Juliet, but you actually saw that happen. You saw Luke, rape Laura in the disco. You saw that he broke up what already was a super couple. People forget, GH went to #1 on Laura and Scotty's romance. Mm-hmm. And then they went to a higher #1 with Luke and Laura. So, that's amazing stuff. And now to see yet a third super couple come out of those two family trees is pretty cool.